When designing my own leadership philosophy, I decided to create one chart to convey my ideas. I wanted to break things down for people in a logical way that communicated what I hoped to achieve, the ends, the ways I would achieve those ends, and the resources or means that we had at our disposal. I started with the ends in mind. I thought that in order for the unit to be successful long-term, it needed to be comprised of competent, capable, and confident members excelling in their current roles and prepared for future assignments. In order to do this, we needed to invest in one another and the organization through our focused time, energy, and resources, teaching, coaching, and mentoring, and through sharing our experiences with one another through feedback sessions and while developing individual development plans to capture the details to make it all work. I also thought we needed to be constantly learning, as both individuals and as an organization. We needed to be and do better tomorrow than we are doing today. We needed to maximize our learning opportunities through training, education, experiences, both our own and through others, travel, and reading. We needed to continue to develop our people professionally and provide them with opportunities such as internships and fellowships to broaden their learning. We also needed to communicate effectively both as individuals and as an organization to enable our operations and our long-term success. We should establish and maintain relationships internally and externally to the unit through effective communication. This would be accomplished through dialogue, active listening, our written communication, and our presentations. We should clearly articulate our vision, intent, capabilities, plans, and requirements to garner resources, support, and approvals. While resources or means can fluctuate for organizations, some things that we would always have at our disposal were our focus, our priorities within that focus, and what we decided to edit out of both our focus and our priorities. Regardless of the resourcing environment facing us, we can control these. I also wanted to capture some important lessons I had learned throughout my career in a simple and succinct way. These lessons applied to both individuals and organizations. I called these underlying truths. They were, 1, integrity above all else. We needed to be credible to the highest moral standard in both word and deed. 2, our relationships were pacing items, so important they required continuous management. 3, time would always be our most limited resource, and we needed to use it effectively and efficiently. 4, here and now is where our organization needed to be. They needed to maintain their presence of mind on the missions at hand. In a play on words, I called this, "You must be present to win." 5, our perspective is one of many. Too often I'd seen organizations frustrated that others didn't see things their way when it came to things like resources and mission approvals. In order to be successful, we needed to think from multiple perspectives, not just our own. 6, busyness does not equal effectiveness. We needed focus, competence, and energy, not just activity to accomplish our goals. Lastly, 7, our last-minute, high-priority requirement just got in line behind the last guys. Too often, individuals and organizations expect their demands to be met by others in an unrealistic time frame, and without realizing that others have been standing in the queue before us. Keeping that in mind would help us work smarter and be more respectful of others, both inside and outside our organization. This was my leadership philosophy for my command role, but I think it could still apply in how I think about leadership more generally. You will have your own thoughts, experiences, and lessons that are important to you to communicate to those you lead.